welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here for the first time. I'm glad you're here. For those of you who are returning, thanks for coming back to watch another one of my readings. If you have been watching my content and it's been helping you, it's been providing inspiration, go ahead and support this channel by liking this video if it helps you, and subscribing, and also hitting the notification bell so that you know when I post new content, and to help boost the algorithm as well as getting more of these messages out to the people who need to hear them. All right, we're all in this together. So feminines, what we're going to do here is we're going to look into, for the month of April, what energies are surrounding you, what you're struggling with, what you need to work on for the month, what you need to trust God with more, what your wellness tip of the month is, and we'll get some guidance from Holy Spirit. All right, so we're first going to look into what energies are surrounding you for the month of April 2023. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. If you're watching this after Easter, I'm recording this on Easter Sunday. Everyone's already left. Oh boy. My guides, they know there's a lot, and they want me to take all of these cards. If you've watched me before, you all know sometimes one card comes out, sometimes two. I'm always guided to take all of them, because if that's what they want me to channel, that's what they want you guys to be aware of, I will be obedient. I will not worry about the time in this video, and I will get the messages that I need to get to you. Okay? All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, you've got a lot of major arcana here, feminine. Okay, so there's a lot this month going on. First and foremost, we have the Knight of Fire, confident, passionate, and adventurous. Okay, the Knight of Wands is here. We have the Four of Water, distraction, self-absorption, discontentment. I'm already getting there's something behind you. You guys just don't know. For those of you who are alignment, but there's another message there. We have the Tower, transformation, realization, life change, and liberation. And notice how this Tower is not crumbling. Okay? Tower, we got the Tower for my members. We got the Tower. We're still in that Tower energy. 14, balance. This is a Temperance card. Sagittarius energy, compromise, self-control, and moderation. We also have the Ego. This is the Devil card. Illusion, dependency, materialism. Okay. We got 3 major arcana there already. Queen of Air. Brilliant, experienced, and humorous. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy right here. And with the Knight of Fire, that's Aries, Leo, Sag. We've got Sag twice here. There's strong Sagittarius energy. I love this card. Ace of Earth, abundance, opportunity, and resources. Look at this little boy. He's the cutest little thing. This card, this particular deck, I love this deck, but this card, when I see him come out, it makes me like really happy. Oh my God. It's the counterpart to the Queen of Swords. King of Air, knowledgeable, objective, and respected. We have the counterparts here, guys. So for those who are aligned, there is like a union that is about to manifest. And I say that why? Because we have Gemini energy here, the Magician. Okay? Manifestation, empowerment, and preparedness. Now, there is an energy where there are a lot of Geminis, okay, who are coming into union. And if you think about it, Gemini is the Lover's card as well, okay? Okay, so my guys are the best. All right, so I'm gonna push through this because they're like, Jess, you're ready to go. There's 4 major arcana showing up. There are a lot of powerful forces at play here for the month of April. Guys, we're in eclipse season. Pluto's in Aquarius. There's all these things that are changing. Okay, so especially if you have Leo rising, this is going to be a really great year for you. So, and we have fire here. Excuse me. Okay. The energy surrounding you, again, it depends where you are in your journey. You have to be honest with where you're at. So I'm going to get to the first group first who are aligned. There are the counterparts here, and you have the Ace of Earth in between the Queen and the King of Air. There's strong air energy here, especially with the Magician, the Gemini here. Okay, and strong fire. All right, and the Ego card, which is the Devil card, that is Capricorn energy, and with the Tower, that's Mars. So what I'm seeing, I'm looking at the end of what came out here. So there are a couple of you who, both of you are divorced. Your counterparts are divorced, and you are divorced, okay? You've been independent for quite some time. You have been really staying mentally strong through a lot of things. You've learned a lot of valuable lessons from this divorce, from your hard knocks, from your life's lessons, okay? There's a lot of wisdom that has been gained. I'm getting a very strong energy. Oh, this is interesting. Hold on. That you and your person are exceptionally brilliant, okay? You may have strong Gemini in your chart. Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising is what I'm getting, Gemini Moon. I'm hearing very astute, like very studious. You guys tend to know a lot of things. There has been a window of opportunity that has been opened for the both of you with regards to divine intelligence, because I look at the King and Queen of Air as divine intelligence. Now, this is interesting because this is not going to fit for everybody, but I'm getting very strongly now, if you are not divorced or your person is not divorced either, whatever, don't think that this message is for you, but you have to be understanding that there's somebody here at least where you're a divorced single parent, your person's divorced single parent, there's a kid in the middle of this. I'm getting very strongly that you have a son, the other person has a son, and it's like your sons are the same age. Now it could be you have kids and they have kids, not necessarily sons or whatever, but I'm channeling what I'm getting for, because it's like for 1 or 2 people, this is specific for you, okay, that this has to get out. Now, again, it can apply to the way that it works for you, but there is a strong energy of children. I'm also getting, for some of you, who have been single for quite some time, and those of you especially who are divorced and your person's divorced, you're going to have a son in the future, okay? Your son might be a Gemini, is what I am hearing, or you already have a son who's a Gemini or something along those lines, okay? Because there's strong air with this, but it's kind of like there's a coming together between the King and Queen of Air, and you're blending families. That's a huge life change because the Tower is here, okay? Something's about to really, really, really shift. And again, it's coming with these eclipse energies. It's gearing up for a massive dramatic change in your life. So some of you, you're not going to be a single parent anymore. You're not going to be single, but this is about you seeing the humor in life. You're speaking your truth. You're honoring your truth. You are not holding yourself back in any way, shape, or form. You're not afraid of being your true authentic self. And over all of these difficult lessons, you've seen the humor in them. You have seen that there was always something to be gained for whatever hardship you went through, for whatever difficulty you went through. There may have been a tendency to be very detached sometimes or cold-hearted, but it seems like where you're honoring your emotions and through the difficulties in life, through those, again, the hard knocks, you've gained valuable lessons. And I'm also getting that either one or both of you, because the counterparts are here, you're both teachers, or one of you, at least one of you is a teacher. You teach divine truth. You help others to become their true authentic selves. That authenticity is everything, okay? Remember that when we're fully our authentic selves, that's when we call in, like the Ace of Pentacles, we call in these magical things. It's when we're able to manifest things, all right? Because being our true authentic selves is being of the highest vibration, divinity here. And things that you're trying to call in, like true love and in financial stability and security, in, you know, harmonious relationships, and whatever it is that your heart is desiring, that is of a high vibration, right? So when you are in alignment with your higher self, with your truth, you are at that vibration to call in those things that your heart is asking for, that you've been praying for. So it's interesting how I'm focusing more on this for a reason, but and these are the last 3 cards that came out, but it's kind of like there's a big energy with this king and queen, okay? There's also something about some of you need to balance that energy between your masculine and your feminine side with regards to logic, with regards to thinking things through, and you having head heart balance, right? The king and queen both have a very they both have a very strong line of communication with God, but they also have a very healthy line of communication between their head and their heart. Their heart feels something, they don't overthink it, they don't second guess it. They're very decisive people. Their gut says, okay, do this, they do it. Their gut says, don't do that, they don't do it, right? Like, hold back, don't do this. Like, I was meditating on whether, honestly, I was going to do the extended for this today, and my intuition was saying, no, just add what you were going to put in the extended into this. So it looks like that's probably why we got all these cards, because they wanted me to do all of this. And I'm also getting again from my guides that this will be a lengthy reading, but this is also another test of patience for the feminine, because we have temperance right here, okay? A true divine feminine has the utmost amount of patience with everything, all right? That is a quality of the divine feminine, right? So there's something here about, while this queen or this king and queen, they have been going through it. They have been really learning how to follow their own path of truth. They've been learning how to be patient with things, because when we're learning lessons and we're gaining wisdom from things, it's to prepare us for what comes ahead. It's also preparing us for how we're going to be teaching others, because we're all here to teach in one way, shape, or form based on our life's experiences, right? A lot of people are going to resonate with us. They're going to say, oh, hey, so-and-so went through that thing, and I can kind of relate to that person, and, you know, oh, they went through this and this and that. I'm going through that too. Well, let me see what wisdom I can gain from them, or what can I learn from those people, because they've been through it and they overcame something, and now I'm going through it, but I can gain some insight and awareness, because they're holding the Ace of Swords. That's what the Ace of Swords is about, into what it is that's going to benefit me, right? How I'm going to overcome certain challenges and difficulties in the life's lessons that I may be repeating, okay? And it's going to help me bring about this new beginning and help me to see things from a different perspective. With this ace in the middle of it, it looks like there's been a lot of grounding that has been going on between the masculine and the feminine here, between these counterparts. And what it is that they're not trying to let their emotions get the best of them, and they're not allowing their head, their mind, to get the best of them either. This is why they're so grounded. They're able to make decisions at the drop of a hat. They don't second guess their intuition. It's kind of like, okay, well, let me make sure that I'm not getting caught up in my emotions or caught up in my head about things. Because again, the king and queen are very decisive people, and they're always following their and divine guidance. They're getting that inspiration, the ideas, the thoughts, the innovative ideas, thoughts, whatever, from God. This is what the magician is. They know what they're capable of. They know the magic that they have within them, and they don't hesitate when it comes to taking an initiative, when it comes to taking inspired action on bringing those thoughts to fruition, to the fore, to the physical. Okay, empowerment, right? Preparedness. It's God telling you it doesn't matter whether you have all the knowledge or wisdom or not. It what matters is that you are taking action based on what it is that you're getting intuitively, and you're communicating that with your mind to make a plan, to strategize about it, to do something with it. Okay, it's a matter of, again, this person doesn't hesitate here. He's the magician is like, I know what I'm capable of. I'm ready for anything because God has prepared me for it. I may be moving on to the next thing because this is a new beginning here, but I'm not going to worry about what lies ahead, because if God has led me to this, if I have learned a lot, if I have gained a lot of wisdom from this, if I understand why I'm going through this, then I know that God has prepared me for it, right? God doesn't bring us to something that we're not ready for, that we're not prepared for. Well, maybe not ready. Yeah, something like that. It's kind of like he doesn't bring us to something we can't handle, right? So whether we have everything that we think we need, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you have the willpower to go through anything, and you have the willpower to bring those thoughts into reality, right? And this is also, again, watching your thoughts for the month of April for others of you, okay? This is about being mentally strong. It could very well be for some of you for the month of April, because something big is manifesting. And remember, I've said this before. If you've never heard me before, I say this often. The bigger the manifestation, the longer it takes. And sometimes now what I'm being told is that that big manifestation that is coming for some of you, it's going to knock your socks off. It's going to be so big that you need to be ready for it. And some of you, you are. There is something that is going to dramatically shift for you. You may feel like you're not ready, but you have to believe that you are, because you are that magician. Remember, towers are blessings in disguise. It may seem like it's total disruption, but if you watch my weekly for the week of April 10th, if you can withstand any tower, if you can withstand anything, things blowing up around you, you have this energy, the magician, the queen of air, the king of air, right? Ace of earth, remaining grounded through it all. So some of you have to put a little bit more heart into this. Others of you, you got to put a little bit more head into this. Okay, it's having a balance here. And staying grounded, really being grounded, is going to help you with these mental thoughts, with these doubts, okay? Or maybe you're getting detached from your emotions and thinking there's got to be some logical reason to this, is why something's not manifesting, or whatever this is for you, okay? Either way, grounding is going to be a big thing. Now, for those of you where there's this massive new window of opportunity, new beginning, there could be a lot of money coming in, because the magician is also talking about money. Like resources and helpful people and abundance and material wealth could be magically appearing. If you've been manifesting those things, this is also something about a new home with the Ace of Pentacles, okay? Asking God for fresh starts, for a new home, for financial stability and security, whatever. Some of you are manifesting all those things. And for those of you who are ready, it's going to hit you like a Mack truck. Because some of you are like, how in the hell was I able to do that? Okay? And we're still in the energy of spring. Spring are about new beginnings here. It's that fire energy. We're still in Aries season. It's like some of you, you're go-getter, and it's like, yeah, I know this is going to happen. I know God is going to make it happen. And you've got that mental state to be able to not start doubting what it is that you're trying to manifest, because you've been that grounded, right? You're not too aloof, and you're not too caught up in your emotions. You've been learning to be out. You've learned a lot to be out in nature. You gain a lot of wisdom when you're out in nature, and you gain a lot of balance and a lot of groundedness when you're out there, because you're connecting that much closer to God. And these things that you're manifesting, you're not letting your mind get the best of you, where it's like, there's no way. There's got to be, I have to figure this out. There's got to be some logical reason as to why it's not manifesting, or I got to figure out, you know, some sort of way, or like I got to strategize how I'm going to manifest something. I honestly do not believe, and again, this is my belief, when it comes to strategizing how to manifest something, you can have a plan maybe, but manifestation deals with God in the higher realms, in your vibration. You can't put a plan in place because it's ultimately God's plan, not yours. You can be prepared for what it is you're about to manifest, but if you're like, I don't know how this is going to happen, God, but I'm ready for it, because some of you are ready for it, and it's going to be big. Okay? Well, some of you are manifesting big, and with that, that's the counterpart, the twin flamey symbol. Okay? It's right here. King and Queen of Air are here. They just brought something else to my attention. This is also two becoming one. This is also the twin flame angel. So there is perfect orchestration with the alignment of the planets. Whenever this is happening for you, the masculine and feminine are coming together. For those of you who are ready, for those of you who are aligned. Okay? And I'm saying there's something with Gemini in your chart, and something with Leo rising, and something else with Earth. Okay? There could even be something about your fire, your fire placements, your air placements, and your earth placements. Okay. But I can't get into that because this is a collective reading. So there's something here about, again, with having this said, just look at the infinity symbol. This is eternal bond. There's a new beginning happening for both these people. It is manifesting. This is the highest manifestation card. Okay? And with this child here, there is something about children coming together, blending of families. There is something, again, I'm getting it again, about how some of you are destined to have a son who might very well be a Gemini. So if this ends up happening to you, and you bookmark this or remember this, like leave it in the comments or something, but it may not happen until much later. Or some of you may very well get like pregnant out of nowhere because God's like, okay, I want this union to happen and they need to have this kid by this time, whatever. Again, it's God's plan, not yours. So there is a strong energy of, opposites coming together type of thing, right? With this balance card, with this Sagittarius temperance card. It's kind of like everything is now ready for things to bring about equilibrium. There is a compromise here with the masculine and the feminine. They could very well be talking about their next plans, strategizing. Okay, we're going to have this new beginning. What are we going to do with our kids? What house are we moving into? Where are we moving? That type of thing. I'm getting that type of energy. But there's strong energy of union here. That is about to manifest. Again, this is the highest manifestation card with the Ace of Earth. Abundance, opportunity, and resources. And then there's the Magician. Something big. I mean, it's exceptionally huge, is what I was told, is about to manifest for those of you who are ready. But again, this is also about you being who you are. You're not copying anybody else. You're not being like anyone else. It's like you're following your own path of truth, not somebody else's. Okay? And Gemini is about truth. Okay? So, but again, even if like you're not a Gemini here, this could very well still pertain to you if you are in your truth and you are in alignment with that. Okay? You know your power. You're having this strong amount of willpower to like push through whatever these challenges and difficulties are. All right. But you're also staying mentally strong through all of it. And you're not doubting what it is that you're trying to manifest. And your heart space isn't getting the best of you where, you know, your what your heart feels is conflicted with what your mind is thinking. All right. But there are others of you where if you are detaching yourself from your feminine energy, your divine feminine energy, and you're going back to being distorted, Holy Spirit is asking you to get grounded, get back to center here. Again, with this balance card, find peace within yourself. You really need to balance your masculine and feminine energies, because some of you may be pulling away from, you know, the connection, or you trusting that this will actually manifest. It's possible here, but again, it depends on your energies. It depends on everything else that I was talking about with the other group where they're manifesting this. Okay? You have to understand the purpose in this connection, and there's a big energy for some of you about patience. For the feminine collective that I channel for, the patience thing has been showing up in practically all of your feminine readings, and it's showing up again here. But see, now it's a major arcana, and you may have gotten temperance before. For some of you, could very well be a struggle here, or a big block for you about earth energy. It takes time. In order for something big to manifest, it's gonna take some time. It's earth, it's slow. Again, the bigger the manifestation, the longer it takes. Planting that seed and waiting for it to grow, but you've gotta water it, you gotta give it sunshine, you gotta be in that light. All right? There could even be some of you, your ego is getting the best of you. Fears even. This is not manifesting. It's taken so long. Oh my God, like blah, 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 blah. Maybe some of you are tired of being single, or you're trying to like figure out a way how to speed up the manifestation process. You're trying to, I don't know, maybe dating or something, because the Knight of Fire was the first card that came out. I mean, this guy, he's like, hey, what's up, feminine? Galloping into your life or whatever. Be careful with new people who are passionate and adventurous, because the shadow side of the Knight of Fire is the Don Juan. It is the person who likes to be all charismatic and sexy and just like, hey, look at me, you know. Romantic even. It's just like there's a lot of passion between you and this person, but this person could be doing this for their ulterior motives. It's just like charming you to use you. Be careful of other people who are galloping into your life here, feminines, and trying to sweep you off your feet, because they could come in, get what they want, and leave. This is the shadow side of this guy. So some of you if this is your story where it's kind of like, I don't want to be by myself. I'm tired of being divorced. I'm tired of being single. I'm tired of being a single parent, whatever. And then somebody catches your eye, somebody who's very attractive too. And you're like, hey, I'll just go with this fling, because these can be flings too. Be very careful. You may very well disrupt the manifestation of your union with your person. Because if God ordained for this person to be your person, the devil could very well be coming in to throw you off. Here comes this hot dude, this hot chick. Hey, say, hey, what's going on? And this person is brave. They're bold. Bold to the point where it's like a little bit shocking. And what I'm remembering here is I ran into someone. It was a good-looking dude, very proper. He kind of dressed like this, but he was darker, and he was very charismatic. He was complimenting me on my outfit one time, and the guy wouldn't let up. Knights of Fire, guys, Knights of Wands, they're the people who are so confident to the point where they're overconfident, and they say, well, you're not gonna find anybody else like me. And the guy looked the part, and I kept like, nope, and I saw some things in my mind's eye, and it's like, that's a red flag. But this guy knew what he was doing. He had a playbook. Be very careful with somebody coming into your life here in April. For some of you, it's not for all of you, okay? Feminines, because they could very well be, you may think that this guy's the shit or something, or, oh, I'll go with this dude. But I'm getting that they have something up their sleeve. And because the devil is here, okay, This is a trick. Shadow of this is trickster energy. This could very well be dealing with Mercury retrograde that's coming up. Okay? Somebody coming back in. Now you're going to know you need to trust your intuition. Don't start like focusing so much on your head. Oh, well, this guy, like, yeah, he takes action. He wants to do stuff. He's just like, oh, look at this. I like this guy. Okay? Be very careful. I say that also because 4 of water is here. Distraction, self-absorption, and discontentment. Some of you, someone's coming in to distract you, to get you off your path. I've had this done before, guys. And the guy, that second guy who came up to me in a week, I told you he wouldn't let up. I had to be not a fire, and I had to be king and queen of swords and say, and I talked about, look, I have a child, okay? I don't know you. So what I told the guy, I said, you know, he wanted my number right away. And I said, this was last summer or late last spring. I think it was late last spring. Yeah. So I said, look, I'm a single parent. I have a son. I'm focusing on me, focusing on my son. He's like, oh, you probably just got over a breakup, didn't you? Or this, and that. And like the guy would not let up. So I had to get king and queen of swords on that guy's ass. I had to find my courage and bravery and say, hey, I don't want that. And I actually said, could be a drinking thing. I said, you know what? Because he wanted my number to like go on a date later. And I said, while we're here, why don't we go just have a drink right now? Just start talking and we'll see where it goes. That wasn't his plan. Somebody may be coming towards you who's very smart, who knows how to woo women, woo men. They've got a plan. Guys, I cannot stress it enough. They've got something up their sleeve. Tower. Distraction. Disruption. Trying to throw you off your path. It happened to me twice in 1 week last year. And some of them are going to be very strategic. They're very brilliant because they know, I said the playbook, they know exactly what to do to reel people in. Again, trickster energy. You get caught in this, watch out. God's going to throw you back on that path whether you like it or not. And I'm hearing for some of you where we have free will. Well, you know what? I'm going to be completely honest with you, and you do not have to agree with me. You don't. I honestly do not believe, based on my own experience twice, we don't fully have free will because it's thy will be done. It's God's plan. It's God's will. We do have choices, but at the end of the day, God is going to put us in the path that we need to be in. And I have had 2 instances where there was a time where I went on a date with a Knight of Fire. I don't think he was a fire sign. He could have been. I didn't ask signs then. I thought it was going to be a cool thing to do when I was, spring break in Texas, 2021 or something. I took my son to spend some time with his dad, and I had some downtime for me in downtown Austin or whatever. I'm like, I was at the bar every night. I was socializing. I never used to socialize before, and this was something that God wanted me to do, to step out of my comfort zone, so talk to random strangers. And I befriended the bartender, and he was really cool. He's like, hey, you want to go out? I'll take you to this like Chicago deep dish pizza place, and I'll show you this. I mean, we had a fun time. Don't get me wrong. And let me tell you, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Please listen to me, okay? I really hope that you guys watch through the whole thing because this is very serious. God is reminding me what happened here. This was like a doppelganger of my person. He didn't look like my person, but he talked very smart, very well put together. He was a good-looking guy, okay? Very charismatic, very funny, very smart. And I started to realize, and guess what? He opened my car door. He put on my jacket. I didn't have a jacket. Did I have a jacket that night? No. He was wearing a jacket. And it got colder that night, and I wasn't expecting it. And he said to me, hey, I'll give you my jacket. And actually on the way back to the car, he put his jacket on me. That's chivalry right there. Okay? And I was like, I wasn't really for water. I was like, I was bored. I was like, you know what? Let me just go see. Let me go have an adventure. Let me just go see what happens. But I knew at the back of my mind, I still had my person. That my person was the one who I ultimately wanted, right? But it's like, let me just go have some fun, for crying out loud. Okay? Self-control. Moderation. Listen. I went on this date. I hadn't had that much fun in a long time. And the crazy thing was that it was reminding me of the dates that I have in my person. Okay? And then I found that this guy played guitar. I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me, because my person plays guitar. And we were talking about music, and it was just like, wow, like this, where did this person come from? And he was buying everything, right? He bought the dinner for us. He took me to these cool places. There was this bar that was in an old cathedral or a chapel or something. Catholic chapel. I forgot what it was called. Can't remember. And we were having drinks, and the drinks were awesome. Now, I knew I had to be very careful, right? I just met this dude who works at the hotel, right, that I was staying at. And I'm like, okay. My ex-husband was like 30 minutes out, right? Even though there were a lot of people, still, okay? So then I was having another drink, talking to this guy, and no joke. And I'm sharing this with you because, guys, you need to pay attention. There's something tricky here going on, okay? Illusion, dependency, materialism, there's something that's going to come in that's going to deceive you. Be prepared. This is not going to happen for all of you, because some of you, this may have already happened. So this already happened. Either it's happening again, or you've already been through this. Distraction again. I'm disappointed. My union is not manifesting. Nothing seems to be happening. How do you not know that things are happening? If you've been doing your work and you have not been despondent and just like not doing anything, you're not sitting there, not taking action. If you're being proactive with your healing, if you're being proactive with your mission work, whatever this is, you're living your purpose, because the Temperance card is here. You feel at peace with yourself and everything's okay. I don't see it in the physical yet, but I feel that it's going to happen. I got to stay mentally strong to make sure that I'm not doubting what I am feeling. Okay? So those of you who are already in this energy, you probably would have already went through this. But for more of you, this could very well be occurring for the month of April. So I want to say this with the free will thing. Why do I not believe it? Because I got to the point where I was feeling buzzed, right? Even though I had some sort of like, I was thinking straight, I gotta be smart, Jess, don't fuck this up. And then I felt the devil energy come in, and he put in my head, hey Jess, this guy's really cool. Like, he's a lot like your counterpart. Like, everything's going so well for you. And I'm no joke. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Okay. And I will say this. I know my person's watching this, but he knows this already. So I started to fall for the guy. Okay. It was like, this guy's so cool. We were having such a great time, and I had not had that much fun in so long. And then, no joke, as soon as my vibration started to change and the devil's coming in and I felt him, he's like, I'm getting her, I'm getting her, I'm going to get her to throw her off balance. Okay? Illusion. Toxic things, karmic things, obsession, addiction, whatever, sex, right? I was kind of like, this guy is really cool. You know, we'll see where this goes. And the devil was just putting all these thoughts in my head. He was like, why don't you just give it a try, Jess? See what happens, right? What happened next was something really crazy. I literally had Archangel Michael, and there's a lot of air here, so Archangel Michael is here. Oh man, one of my cards fell off. Archangel Michael came in. I saw an apparition of Archangel Michael and my divine counterpart right next to me on my right as I was talking to this guy at the bar, having another drink. Divine intervention. I was about to make a stupid choice because this guy started to come in. I was a little bit inebriated because I just wanted to have some fun. And I was having a grand old time. I was getting out of alignment with who I was. I started to revert back to my distorted feminine self, and the devil knew what the hell was about to happen. It's like, ooh, I got her right here. She's going to fall. And no joke, I had those apparitions of Archangel Michael and my person right next to me, and they were like, oh, hell no. God came right in and said, you are not making that mistake. I will not allow it. That is why I do not fully believe, they're telling me, Jess, you don't, that I don't believe in free will. And there was something else that happened, but they want me to mention this story first. Okay? And this is not the first time that I wanted to make a choice, and God did not allow me to make that choice. Because again, it's thy will be done. It's what God wants. This is why we have towers, guys. It's course correction. Nope. Brick wall, Jess, get back on the path. Nope, Jess, nope, that's not where you're supposed to go. Get back on the path, get back on the path, get back on the path until we get it. Until we get it. It's kind of like where I'm at now. I didn't want to move here. And God's like, nope. You do not have that choice. I'm putting you back with your parents for a reason. This is a detour, right? Tower. Course correction. Okay? I'm pulling you out of this place you don't need to be in anymore, Jess.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Yeah, it's going to be destructive, but you are strong enough to handle this. Mentally strong. Because so many people who went through what I went through last year, they would have gone to substance abuse, drug, God knows what else. That devil card. Toxic behaviors, right? If I wasn't king and queen of air, I would be in total destruction right now. God said, no, Jess, you don't have an option. I'm putting you where I want you to be. And so many other people would have tried to force it. No, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. That's where you fuck it up. When you try to go against what God has for you. So again, case in point. And the devil with the magician, it's a doppelganger energy. Somebody's going to come in for some of you who's going to be, either they look like your person or they're going to act a lot like your person. It is an illusion, a huge illusion that is coming in from something higher than yourself to distract you, to get you off your path. Because guess what? The devil does not want these unions to happen, guys. And if you think that somebody else who's going to come in to try to sweep you away, knock you off your feet, that they're going to be better for you, they're not, because they're not your person. The cards here say it. But again, you do have a choice. But maybe if you do make that choice to go with this person, be prepared for him to yank you back out. For God to yank you back out. There could even be some sort of tempting offer. Maybe, oh, hey, something's coming in where I'm going to go relocate here because this is going to be better for me, or blah, 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 blah. There's something illusionary happening here. There's some trickster energy, it's not for your highest good. There's also something legal here for a smaller group of you. There could be somebody losing a job suddenly, losing a house. And you may try to fight for it with all your might. Let it go. If God's coming in to take that from you, there is a reason. There is huge wisdom to gain from why you are losing something so drastically. Because it's giving you a new beginning. Ace of Earth and the Magician. Okay? And if this isn't a person, as I said, coming in, there's something that is off here for the month of April. There could even be an exciting new endeavor, right? Something where you need to travel, or this is going to be a lucrative offer. Could be a contract, could be a job opportunity. And it's going to come with a lot of money. But again, for some of you, it may be coming from someone or something or some entity where there's no heart. They don't care about family. They don't care about how you feel about things. They just throw you. There's something about travel for a lot of people. Oh, no, you got to travel. You can't take your kids. You can't take your family. No, we don't care about how you feel. We don't care that you're traveling all the time. We don't care that you came from this trip and now we're putting you on another one. Something like that. But there's somebody here, like we're going to be given a job offer where you're going to be doing all these things, but there's something backhanded with it, because you're dealing with some people. Could even be like a female and male boss who don't care about people, period. It's all about money. It's all about strategy. It's all about getting what they want. Some people around you are very, very brilliant, and it's like they're sucking the life out of you, or they know how to get you, or they know how to entice people with money to do these very grueling jobs, especially if you're traveling a lot or something like that. Somebody here who's gotten so materialistic here. Your ego got the best of you. Okay, again, guys, there's a bunch of messages coming from this, because you're like, no, I want more money. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
you're looking at these Three of Cups thinking that all these opportunities or these relationships are going to make you feel better when they're not. When you need to find what brings you joy internally. And I know for that doppelganger who came in when I went out on that, and I didn't even think it was a date, I'll be honest with you. It was like, look, we're just going to go hang out. Oh, yeah, sure. Smart man. He had something up his sleeve. And then I realized after I saw the apparitions of Archangel Michael in my person, they were like, no, and my person was just like, Jess, what the fuck are you doing? Archangel Michael was not having it. No. And then even afterwards, he started to talk about his encounters with women in the bedroom. Let's just leave it at that. And then my higher self started to really pick up on the devil. That this guy I was talking to was shady. And remember with the sex thing I was talking about? He was totally putting himself on a high horse. Yeah, like these women, they say like they've never had this done before, and like, well, they're so adventurous in the bedroom, blah 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 blah. And he was like putting himself. I'm telling you, he was a bold motherfucker. He was just like, I'm gonna go in for the kill with this one when I'm talking to Jess. And I just sat there listening, and I pretended like, oh wow. So is that like I was just feeding his ego. Because he thought he got me. But let me tell you, I'm so fucking protected. It's not even funny. It's the same thing with you. So guys, don't get all surprised. If you just want to go with this person or go with this business or job or whatever it is, and God comes in and yanks you right back out. And so I started to realize, now I see where this guy's really going. And let me tell you, I had another drink even after my divine intervention, okay? But I knew better. And he was still being a gentleman when we went back to the car. And I was just continuing. And Archangel Michael, my person, they were walking right behind me to the car. And then he dropped me back off at the hotel I was staying at that he worked at before I went inside. And I said, thanks. So I don't even remember what his name was, honestly. It's like at the tip of my tongue, but there's a reason why I'm not remembering it. And he didn't know how old was I then? I was 40, I was going to turn 41 that year. He was 27. He actually said he thought I was his age. He had no clue I was already in my 40s. I will be honest here, it was like a little bit of boost in my ego. I was like, oh, look at this, man. It's a 27-year-old, right? But that's besides the point. Either way, he drops me off, right? Or he would say bye. It's like, thanks so much. I did have a great time, though. That was not a lie. I did have a lot of fun. It had been and I used to love to go out and do things, you know? Do things differently, have really fun conversations. We had some really good conversations. For me, I'm Gemini. I need intellectual conversation. I cannot sit there and talk about stupid shit. And we weren't talking about stupid shit. So that made the night even more fun. Anyway, I just gave him a hug, right? I said, thanks for everything. And he just sat there because he thought I was going to ask him to come up to the room. And you know what he did? He said, so yeah, I probably would, go hang out with you some more up in your room, but because I work there, blah, 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 blah. Like he knew because I didn't say a damn word. Say, hey, go park your car. Why don't you come up? He was waiting for it. Because I bet you a gazillion dollars he's done the same thing with every female, and most females have taken that they took the bait. And I knew that was a test for me because I was honestly like, yeah, I'm bored. Like I need to do something. I got off track that time when I thought that I was doing the right thing. I just want to have some fun. But my guides were like, just no. You could have gotten yourself to some serious shit. And I tell you, they pull me out of some things. Sometimes I wonder why. Because other women aren't as lucky. But I am freaking protected. And it's just, I am so grateful. And that's why I was like, okay, yeah, well, next time around, it's just like with those other people who pursued me later on. No. I know I'm not union yet. I know that, like, I haven't been dating anybody for years. Right? It's going to be, like, what, 4 years? Or has it hit 4 years now? I think it's hit 4 years since I've been single. Like, no dating whatsoever. No relationship. No romantic thing whatsoever. Been by myself. A single parent. Like, fully single parent. And it's bringing to my attention, like, I have to remember what brings me joy. It's not going to be going on with those dates with people just because I'm bored, just because my person isn't coming in yet. Now, for those of you who are already with someone, ask yourself why you're with this person. Are they coming in and out of your life? Are they just charming you to use you? Have you caught on yet? Especially if they're using you for sex. Or you're having the greatest sex of your life, but it's not, there's no soul connection there. Be very careful with your energies. If you're in the middle of that, God's going to blast you out of the tower. But for the others of you, I'm getting a strong energy. What's about to manifest is a union here. It's a new beginning because we have two high manifestation cards with the Ace of Earth and the Magician. And there's strong energy about, again, and I'm not the only one who's been saying this. Other readers are also kind of seeing, they're getting energy about a lot of Geminis. It's mainly Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising are coming into union because God's like coming in to have the masculine step it up and have that courage and confidence to take action. They could be traveling to you. They could literally be relocating to where you are right now. And you don't see this cup coming. Nothing magical is going on in your life. Yeah, you're getting bored. You're kind of like, this, kind of disappointed. Like, it's like what happened to me Friday night when I was watching all these couples and these friends hanging out, having dinner together and having a fun time, right? But then I was like, I ended up having wine in my dinner by myself on my front patio, my parents' front patio. And I gave myself candlelit dinner. And I was like, you know what? I'm enjoying myself even though it's a party of one. And I had another seat on the other side of me that was empty, but I was kind of imagining that my person was there. And I said, yeah, I know. But I don't think it's sad. I'm doing something for me. And I was enjoying myself. I really was enjoying myself. I was just like, this is awesome. Right? I just got to be patient and trust. And wait for the big blessings that God has for me. They're right behind you, Feminines. If somebody's coming in here, they're not the agape love. They're not the true love that you are, that God wants to give you, that you need. Some of you just want the romance. You want the passion or whatever. You want someone who takes action all the time, who does things. But whoever this is for some of you, they're not going to give you the Ace of Cups. It's not going to be the ultimate blissful, joyous, like ultimate fulfilling relationship. Not from this person. Because the devil's trying to throw you guys off balance. Trying to get you out of alignment. Okay, I'm telling you, all these major arcanas, there are major forces at play, and God does work with the devil. They work
together. They strategize together. It's like, let's go see what the feminines are going to do with this. Okay? Someone's coming into your life that you're going to get excited about, but it's not who you think. But again, I can't, I'm just the messenger. Just like Gemini is, Mercury rules Gemini. Mercury is the messenger of the gods. I'm a messenger of God. And while you feel like you have free will and things are going to be better off, God will get you back off that path with you thinking that this person, you're going to be better off with this person. It could even be a job. Take it how it fits your story. A lot of you need to find more balance in your life, and you have to be patient for this big blessing. It's the freaking Holy Grail with wings, guys. The cups in front of you don't have wings, which means these cups that are being given to you, they're not coming from God. Okay? These cups do not have wings. On top of that, that cup behind you seems to be way bigger than the three in front of you. God's trying to give you something bigger, better, and brighter, more fulfilling. It's agape love. It's the true love. And the true love is not easy. It's challenging. But for others of you, there's a lot of things happening. You're relocating. You're moving to a new home, probably in the spring. Someone's coming in to sweep you off your feet. You may be going on a romantic trip. There's money. There's romance. There's someone who's going to be supportive. Someone's taking a big ass risk. It could even be you taking a big ass risk on something that you've never done before. Okay? Now be careful with the money thing. For some of you, you're having options here. Like, let's say a job or a contract. Again, people, if it's a job or a contract, one is going to have a lot of money tied to it, but there's some backhanded stuff to it. There's something that is there's ulterior motives behind this contract or this job. The other one is going to be very fulfilling. You're going to be at peace. You're going to be like, this is my purpose. And it might not come with that big of a price tag. Let's say you're offered a $5 million contract and the other one you're offered $2 million. Okay? Be careful with looking at the $5 million contract, because it could be distraction, trickster energy. Take that one, you could end up being manipulated. This is manipulation. Here, puppet on string. You will end up being in a job or a new house or a new whatever, and it's not what you wanted at the end. Trust your gut on this. Trust your gut on this. Yeah. This, do I have a pen here? This thing that excites you, this thing that may seem like this is it. Hold on, I'm writing down the title. But it's not what you think. So, I had a feeling when my, this is interesting because I'm doing this at the beginning of April, and this thing happened with this guy mid-March, late March, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not too far off, 2 years ago. Okay? Again, there's a reason why I went through that. Again, yeah,
I don't believe in free will. We do have choices to make, but God will come in to keep us from making those decisions. And even though we are choosing certain things, if God has already willed it, if it's already in the plan for Him, He will make it happen. You cannot avoid what God has planned for you. You can't. This is trying to avoid the inevitable, trying to avoid tower moments. Nah, I don't want to be on this path anymore. I don't want to be on this journey anymore. Let me just go with this person. God is going to keep throwing tower moments at you over and over again. And if this does not have to do with people, it's something that you need to take action on, something you need to take a risk on. Whether it's moving, changing jobs, right? It could be anything. This could also be, again, for others of you, what's manifesting is coming. What you've been wishing for, what you've been manifesting is coming to fruition. God has seen you. You know, you haven't really been happy, but some of you have still been grateful. Even though all these cups were happening, oh, I thought this was going to work. It's like something that you thought was going to happen didn't happen. And, oh, well, that's not really what I wanted, God, but okay, I'm still going to be grateful for it. I'm still going to push through, even though it's like I'm very discontent. I'm very disappointed. I'm not happy with this. It's not what I had asked for. It's not what I was manifesting. But there's a reason for it. Again, the king and queen in air are here. You were learning some huge lessons from these things that you were hoping would happen and they didn't. And you continue to be grateful anyway. You continue to be proactive, to continue to remain in a state of peace and balance. You continue to go with the flow, with the temperance card. Relax and go with the flow. You're not letting any crazy stuff happening, any tower moments throw you off. Because you were that aligned, you were that balanced with your masculine and feminine energies. You have achieved, others of you have achieved sacred balance. Nothing can throw you off. Nothing can disrupt your peace. And when you have achieved that, you are ready for sacred, harmonious union. For some of you, this is what's manifesting. You stayed mentally strong through the whole thing, and you continue to stay true to yourself. Even through those things that you were like, I shouldn't be here. Why is this happening to me? This is not what I wanted. But you knew there was another lesson to be learned. You knew that there was another reason why something wasn't happening. And you continue to be in a state of gratitude. You continue to be proactive. And you were realizing, no, the blessing's still coming. I'm not settling for anything less than what I am worth. And you started to see more, right? You have a lot more experience now in what God has prepared for you. And you started to see the humor in the situation and everything. Big things are happening for some of you. You're going to suddenly get money to move for some of you. Others of you, you're actually having somebody come in, especially somebody's traveling to see you, unexpected visitor, or somebody's relocating to where you are. This is a sudden change of residence here. It's fire energy. It's fast. Things are now perfectly orchestrated for something big to happen. There's a big, big, big blessing, and God's coming in. You know what God's doing for some of you? No more restrictions. He's like, you know what, devil? You cannot get to this certain group of feminines here. Others of you have to stop hiding yourself. But God's coming in. No, I've had enough of this. No more restrictions. It's like the devil has been trying to keep these two counterparts from marrying each other, from coming into union. Because what I heard, there's a small group of you, especially if you're Geminis, the child that you're going to have, and again, I am getting, it's like a son.
It could be a daughter, but I'm getting strongly for some it's a son. The child that you are going to have when you come into union is going to be a very powerful person. Very powerful person. And the devil doesn't want this child to be born. Let alone having you two come together. He doesn't want sacred marriages. He wants both of you to still be single, independent, and to not come together. Why? Because when you come together as one, it magnifies the vibration of the counterparts of each other. And the devil has been trying everything in his power to stop this. God's like, enough. And the devil's been trying to throw in money in your face, jobs in your face, trying to get you to force something to happen. Trying to disappoint you. This is not what I wanted. I gotta go get what I want. The devil's like, yeah, I'm gonna throw you off your path. Especially if you're being discontent, you're not being happy. I'm gonna force you to try to make yourself happier by going off of God's plan. God's like, you can do whatever the fuck you want, devil. You're not winning. Right? But the devil does come in. He does talk to God. Hey, can I do this? Can I test? Can I throw this person off? Can I do this? Whatever. Some of you may not get it this time around, and you'll have another tower moment to come in to get you back on the path. Others of you, you're going to see the red flags. Oh, nope. This is red flag, devil energy. No. You're going to see somebody's mask from the beginning. And some of you who may not make that choice or whatever, but you're about to make a bad choice like I did, you're going to have divine support coming in to stop you. But for the month of April, for some of you, or like around that time, powerful forces are at play. God's coming in. Some of you are going to also have a huge revelation this month about someone, about your connection, about your jobs, about your purpose here on this earth. So, but some of you, there's going to be sudden changes in your life, a sudden move, suddenly relocating, someone suddenly coming to get you, someone to assist you with something. Okay, I'm going to go, look, I went right to transformation. They want me to tell you which angels to work with for this month. Here's the angel message for the transformation card. Resist the temptation to give in to fear. Keep the faith that current events will only lead you to a happier place. If you find it difficult to be positive, let us help uplift your thoughts and emotions about the situation. Recognizing life changes as blessings rather than challenges. A wake-up call. Hold on. I thought... See, look, angels are guiding you. And some of you, stop worrying about the time here. Time doesn't exist. Okay? Keep a watchful eye out for signs that it is time to head in a new direction. Some of you are going to go through some seriously rapid changes. Okay. Oh, it's the angel messages. I thought this deck was associating with particular angels, but that's the other deck. Ego. You're not trapped. Your entrapment is an illusion. You are a child of the divine with free will. If you are tired of the situation, choose to leave it, and we will help make that happen. Getting free of dependency or self-imposed limitations. Ending an unhealthy relationship, forgiving yourself, and materialism. So, you know what's funny? You probably guys are probably laughing. Well, the deck says this. You are a child of the divine with free will. And yes, here's the other thing. you do have a choice to get out of your situation. But the reason why I say we don't have free will with certain things is the case that I talked about with my experience with being on that date with that person. That's where the free will line ends, okay? But for situations that you feel like you're stuck in, you're not stuck. That is the illusion. You can get yourself out of there. Now, there is some energy of someone coming in to help you, right? With the resources, with the money, with the assistance. Someone could very well be coming in to help you. There's 3 cards with people in them. Queen of Air, King of Air, and the Knight of Fire. Okay? But if God is telling you to do something about it, He's telling you to leave a situation, like you're getting dreams or sign synchronicities, you need to go. I'm telling you to go to here, go there, whatever, listen to that. But if that's not the case, if you know that you got to get out of a situation, but God's giving you something about, I'm giving you the money, I'm giving you the resources to leave, I'm giving you the help that you need to leave your situation, trust in that and be patient with that because it's coming. Okay? This is interesting. Look, guys, I just realized this. 14, 15, 16. Progression. But the divine is moving things forward. Okay? This card suggests the situation you find yourself in right now would be vastly improved by the melding of ideas with someone else, who around you might have suggestions that, when blended with your own insights, would bring about a miraculous solution. Rather than focusing on the differences between you and someone else, you have entered a time for compromise and working together. Be open to other people's ideas. Try to see the world as those around you see it. There's so much to gain by working together right now if you just seek out the win-win solution. The angel message is, diversity of thought is a fabulous recipe that yields far more than the sum of its ingredients. Open your mind to the possibility of new flavors of ideas, and the result will be delicious indeed. Taking a moderate approach, cooperation, seeking a perfect balance, self-restraint, reconciliation, being patient until the time is right. See, it depends on your situation, guys. This is a collective reading. There's so much in here, okay? Now, if you're curious to know exactly where you're at, or if you want more insight and guidance into this, I highly recommend a personal reading to help you navigate all this, or to get more down into the weeds as to what side you're on if you don't know, or to get more clarity, okay? Because April's a big month for a lot of you, okay? Especially with this tower right here, and the tower is like in the middle of the spread. There are going to be sudden changes. Be prepared. If like you want to know exactly how this is going to affect you, I highly recommend a personal reading. And I am offering 10% off my personal readings if you use code SPRING10 at checkout. Okay. There's a lot here. You already felt. I've been channeling for over an hour. It's a lot. And again, there's also what I talked about, someone coming in to work with you to compromise on some situation that you may be in. It's like the divine is bringing in reinforcements, bringing in the resources, bringing in the help to help you with something. Okay? And if because the divine is orchestrating this, if you're the one who's being given help from someone, or being given money out of nowhere or something, because aces could also be about money coming from God, pennies from heaven out of nowhere, right? But if God is creating this, sending you someone, or sending you resources, or that gold opportunity where you get the money to leave, or you get the money for something, or someone is helping you with this, with the house, with the move, with a job, God is going to get all the glory because of all the freaking major arcana here. You are master manifester, right? High manifesting cards, and you are staying strong in your mental strength here. You're continuing to be courageous and confident and determined. Like, I'm gonna get there.
So when God comes in to give you these massive blessings, because that Ace of Cups behind you, and then an Ace of Earth here, you're getting blessings from God. And the 4 major arcana, God's orchestrating whatever is about to happen for some of you. Whatever you think you're manifesting, God's giving you bigger than what you've been trying to manifest. But this is something orchestrated by God, by the archangels. You did your part for some of you. You're ready. You've learned your lessons. You are there. You've mastered focus. You've mastered learning those lessons. You're very knowledgeable, right? You are very, it's like decisive. You don't hesitate, and you know when God says go, you go. When you're not supposed to go, you don't go. But there are big new beginnings happening here. But again, God is going to get all the glory. What he's doing for some of you, you could not do on your own. And God's making you as an example to prove what God can do in our lives. Okay. Well. Let's see. What are we doing right now? What does the feminine need to work on for the month of April 2023? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I don't know if somebody's asking what happened to that person afterwards. So the next day I went back to the bar, right? Because he didn't text me after the next day. Because he said before I got out of his car, hey, I'll take you to this place tomorrow. We can go here after my shift, after I'm done at the bar. I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't get anything from him. And then when I went to the, my last day was the day after the so-called date. When I went up, because I made friends with the other guys at the bar too. And I went to say bye to the guy that I went out with. He saw me sit there at the same seat I was sitting in the entire week I was there. He literally moved from the side that he was when I met him, when I talked to him, to the other side of the bar. And I started to say goodbye to all of his other friends there, his bar mates or whatever you want to call it. And when I had the courage to go over to him to say, hey, I want to say bye because I'm heading out tomorrow or later in the day, whatever it was I said. And he's like, okay. Blew me off. And what did I do? I was Queen of Swords and I laughed. I said, oh, okay. Well, you're not going to damage my ego. You're not going to hurt me. It's like, it's fine. He was pissed. I could feel intuitively that I didn't fall for his tricks. What I'm being told right now is that apparently what he has done has worked every single time. And I was the first person where his plan failed. He wasn't too happy that he didn't win. His ego was damaged then. It's kind of funny that they're telling me this now. But, so yeah, and then after that, like, it was totally different. I could feel it from him. It was cold. Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, Shadow, King of Swords. Totally shut off. He was wearing a mask. He was totally playing me. He knew what to do to get women into bed. This could be very well what your masculine did in the past, okay? But it looks like for some of you, if you've done your work, your masculine's starting to realize that was not the right thing to do because they mess with the wrong feminine. Even though you were distorted then, but there were huge lessons that both of you had to learn. So what some of you need to work on here, Ruby, bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. Maybe some of you have already gone through this.
You went out with somebody that you thought was going to be better or was exciting or whatever, and it was the same thing that you ran into before. Remember with that patience card, the Sagittarius card, temperance, balance, talking about working with other people, sharing your ideas, getting the support that you need. Don't be afraid to ask for support, feminines. Some of you need a divine feminine check-in for the month of April. Is what my guides are telling me, because you're needing to see where you are on your path. Some of you, apparently you went off your path, which is why the tower is here. Or a tower moment's about to come if you're getting off of your path here. You can get the 10% off my Divine Feminine Check-in Energy too, reading too. Yeah, I think it's like a 30-minute one, but it's going to end up being more than 30 minutes. I'll tell you that right now. Topaz, forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. That's the Devil card. That's the Ego card. Toxic things. Anger, frustration, bitterness, lack of forgiveness. Quite a few of you need to work on healing your heart chakra, because unions aren't happening for some of you because you still have this in your heart. The repressed anger. You're not happy because you're not trying to forgive someone for what they did. You're still bittered by it. A true divine feminine is going to understand why she went through that. And she will learn to forgive. Because again, King and Queen of Swords are there. Lessons, guys. Your person's your greatest teacher. You cannot forgive. You cannot come into harmonious sacred union, period. Doesn't work that way. And for those of you, you forgave your person from the get-go. Union is going to happen for you as long as you stay the course and you're staying true to yourself and you are doing what God's asked you to do. Emerald, ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. This is like the Three of Cups card for me. And guess what? You know what's underneath the Magician? Three of Water. Celebration, community, and friendships. Job promotions. We got the birthday energy for the weekly. It's like maybe you're celebrating somebody's birthday. They're inviting you to a birthday party, a wedding, a graduation, an anniversary, some family reunion. Okay, it's a rite of passage. Some of you, you are now leveling up because you defeated the devil. It could be a whole bunch of things. But for those of you who are having a hard time of healing your heart and mending, forgiveness is what heals, guys. That's what heals the heart chakra. The heart chakra has to be completely free and clear of lower vibrational energies if you want harmonious sacred union to happen with your masculine. Forgiveness is a divine quality. It's a divine state of being, which is why for so many people on this earthly plane, it's hard for them to do that. Because some of you are thinking that, oh, well, it makes right what they did. Like, no, it doesn't. Forgiveness is for you, not for them. This has been coming up. Would you rather be bittered and angry and be like Four of Cups? This sucks. I don't want it. Whatever. I'm tired of this. Oh, blah. Because Four of Cups is weary energy. I'm not going to forgive. He has to apologize first, and then I'll forgive. Oh, no. A divine feminine forgives before the apology is given. What is the apology really going to do for you anyway? It's not going to make you happy. It won't. It won't. Amethyst, revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel loved for who you truly are. Stop being someone you're not. Some of you need to work on being blunt. If your masculine's still coming in,
taking from you and running away and stuff like that, continuing to charm you, and then you get betrayed or something and you keep getting angry. Why does he keep doing this? Why does he keep doing this? It's because some of you are not telling your person the truth. You're not being blunt. You're not getting very stern and stoic and kind of like cold a little bit and saying, hey man, I'm not going to tolerate this. It's assertiveness, not aggression. You're not going to go out there with your sword and chopping balls off. That is not what a Divine Feminine does. So for some of you, you need to be like, you know what? I'm not tolerating this. It's what I told my masculine. It wasn't easy for me to do, but I felt so empowered when I did it. God kept telling me, Jess, you need to say something to your person. And I kept getting disappointed, and I was saddened by it. I was like, why does this keep happening? It takes two to tango, feminines. God said, Jess, you better say your piece. You're out of alignment with who you are. You know you don't tolerate this type of stuff. And I was assertive, and I was honest. I said, look, I don't deserve this stuff. Whatever. I know we took things fast. I know this, and this, but look, hey, I'm not tolerating this anymore. I'm done with it. That's when I let my person go. And I wasn't bitter. I wasn't angry. I did not write an email, and my guides told me to meditate on it. Because first I was saddened with what happened on his birthday 3 years ago. And then I got angry. And then I said, who the fuck is he? I got mad. And I usually don't do that with people. It's like my devil side, my shadow side came out. And then he sent me an email the next day asking me something. I was like, really? Really? He can't be patient for me to give him an answer? And my guide said, Jess, you better cool it. And they told me to meditate. And it said at 2 p.m. you're going to start writing that email. And I got to center and I meditated and I talked to God and my archangels. And I said, please guide me in what it is I need to say to my masculine to put an end to this behavior. I had to stand up for myself. And they took over my hands, my keyboard, and they helped me to write a very blunt, but very honest letter. I was being assertive, not aggressive. I was not calling out all the expletives in the world. Because that's not who I was either. I've never in my life have berated someone to the point of no return or like made them feel like complete shit verbally. They may have felt it if I was being assertive or something or whatnot, or it's something that I was standing up for myself in, but I never cut down people with words. I've had people who've done some really unpleasant things like betrayals and stuff, you name it. I think, yeah, every relationship I was in, I was cheated on. I think I said that before. And do you see me going around being bitter ass woman? Absolutely not. There were lessons for me to learn. Guess what? I attracted those people because I was so low vibrational. That's on me. And then I allowed the behavior to an extent till I was like, and then I got betrayed or whatever, or they went with somebody else or whatever the case may be, and I kind of saw it coming. But we have to be honest with ourselves, feminines. And that day I wrote that letter, I said at the end, I just want the truth. That's all I want. And if you're unable to tell me, I can't get the truth or whatever, or I don't know where this is going, I'll just love you from afar. I still put in that letter that I love my person anyway, because I truly did. That's when you really love someone. You love someone that much that you let them go. If they're meant for you, they'll come back for you. If that's your person, if that's who God ordained to be your kingdom spouse, that person
will come back when you have forgiven them, before they say anything, before they give you the apology, before anything, before you see proof of any transformation, of any healing, of any work done. You don't need proof for anything, feminines. You don't. And I close off that letter. And I still told them I love them just the same. And it was challenging to write that letter. But I was like, I can't keep doing this to myself. I gotta break these toxic patterns about myself and getting into these very unhealthy, unfulfilling relationships. 4 cups. I was tired. I was tired of it. But I did something about it. Bottom of the deck is clearing negativity. Release negativity from within or around you. You got to clear this out. This is a big thing to work on, feminines. That devil energy's got to go. And trying to fill that void or whatever with someone else coming in, it's not going to help you. Remember, when you still have bitter angerness, resentment, when your heart chakra hasn't been healed, it's not coming from it's not vibrating in a place of agape love. You're not going to attract the Ace of Cups with anyone if you still have that in your heart space. You cannot attract love with anger. You cannot attract happiness with bitterness. They're not vibrational matches. So no matter what you think, having low vibrational energies, those devil energies in your heart space, don't think that Ace of Cups is going to come your way. The true love, that is. Because you will continue to be disappointed because your heart is attracting lower vibrational relationships, jobs, whatever this is. Some of you need to start celebrating life more. Friends, community, okay? People who got your back, right? Reach out for emotional and spiritual support. The communities are there. My Capella circle is one of them. Especially if you keep hearing me say this and you keep being drawn to it. Some of you still need some help, and that is okay. There's help for you. Work on getting the help that you need, feminines. It's not a sign of weakness. You will run into people who are going through very similar experiences, and they will give you their guidance and insight. They will help lift you up. They're there to support you. Your masculine's not there to support you right now for some of you. They will help you to heal, to get through this. And my Capella Circle amount is part of a benefit for my Sunstar membership tiers and up. My membership stuff is in the description box below. I'm here for you. I'm not against you. I know I'm one of those feminines who comes down hard on a lot of people, but that's because I genuinely care. I've been through a lot, and I don't want people to make the same mistakes I did. I want to see you guys grow, learn, and evolve, and to be happy, but like finding the happiness within yourself and having a group of people like behind you is going to help a lot. And you need to go out there and do those fun things for yourself. Spend more time with friends and family. You don't need to be going out on these dates with these people. Just because you're looking for like, you know, the romance or whatever. Romance is not agape love, guys. Romance is not the highest form of love. It's not true love, guys. It's not. It's hard for people to really understand that, but it's not. I know, trust me, I've been there. You gotta work on clearing negative things in your life, guys. Now for the smaller gift of you, I didn't say that out of turn. They want me to read the ceremonies and celebration card, Emerald. There will be a reason to gather with loved ones and celebrate together. This card is a sign of an important human ritual to signify passage, such as a wedding, birth, or graduation. You may be called into leadership for this event, including being a planner or officiant. This card may be a sign of taking a love relationship to the next level and celebrating your union. Aha! There it is again. If you are currently single, this can be a positive sign of meeting your long-term partner. See, what did I say? Some of you are divorced. You're still single. Ultimately, you are a conduit to bring the divine energy to earth and have the ability to celebrate all life for the upliftment of healing and others. Emerald signifies divine healing, love, and enhances spiritual knowingness of non-duality. It's also an empowering stone that brings out your inner high priest or priestess. Being in your feminine power. This is also for some of you working on your inner union. Achieving sacred balance, getting to union with self first. Harmony, balance, purification, peace. This is healing the heart chakra. Some of you have already done this work because you are in your truth fully, like fully. And again, remember, there is a small group of you. The union is here. We have all the other cards for it. Okay. I'm looking at my notes. So let's see what you're struggling with, aside from what we got with what you need to work on for the month. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal testifies. Good. What are the feminines struggling for the month of April 2023? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Igniting the exciting, finding your soul's purpose, talent, new chapter, path, a life change. Share your unique gifts. The road to union, guys, involves you doing what lights you up. Not going on dates, not finding these jobs are going to fill that void. It's your soul's purpose. Being a teacher, being an educator, being a spiritual advisor, whatever, a healer. You guys are all talented. You're all very gifted. You're all very brilliant. Use that to help other people. Again, new chapter, new path. Divine's coming in to throw you back onto this for some of you. Share your unique gifts. You have all that you need. Feminines. Maybe you're struggling to find your soul's purpose, right? My North Star alignment reading can help with that too. Starseed origins reading even. Some of you are starseeds. Getting into alignment with that purpose. I don't know what I'm here to do. Some of you are a little bit lost, and that's okay. Some of you are unsure how to share your unique gifts. Because some of you with that double energy, you're afraid to be your authentic self. Trust me, I was there too. I still surprised to this day that I do this type of work. I wanted to hide. Go ask my divine counterpart, he will tell you. I'm hearing him right now because I videoed this. You do not like showing your face. You've done that since the day that I met you. And I still smile every time I watch that thing. Because he was totally right. It was like that for more than half my life. I was just afraid to be myself. I had a self-image issue. I did. Some people don't believe me when I say that. For the longest time, I had self-conscious issues, appearance issues. I had very low self-esteem, low self-confidence. Sometimes it would come out and then people would challenge me. I'd go right back to being a lot less confident than I was before. So what you're struggling with is getting on that path to fulfilling your purpose. You're here for a purpose. You're not here to just straight come into union. That is a bonus, feminines. It is a bonus. You're here to fulfill a mission and to share your unique gifts, your talents, your brilliance, your smarts, your giftedness. When you start finding that fire within you and you start shining your light, that's when the masculine is going to start to come after you. That's what it's going to help him to wake up. That's what's going to help him to do his work. But you got to stay the course. You got to focus on you. You are here to help the collective. Everybody, not just the masculine. It's also the masculine collective. Bottom of the deck is serenity, taking care of your vibration, positive environment, clear space, chakra, energy, balancing. I do offer chakra healing also. You can get 10% off of that too. The coupon codes are in the description box. Diffuser essential oils. If you watch my other readings, guys, at the end of my readings, it will give you wellness tips on what essential oils will help you with whatever it is you need healing with. Okay? You're struggling to maintain a high vibrational state. Staying in a positive environment. Some of you who are not in positive environments, God's coming in to get you out of that. But that's for those of you who've not been given clear instruction on you getting out of that situation. Clear your space. Some of you need to do some spring cleaning, tidy up, mop, sweep, whatever, clear out your closets, clear out your garages, clear your energies. Do some sea salt baths, do Palo Santo, whatever. Oh, my guys just told me something. It's funny because I did a whole other cleaning of my room last night and I consolidated some things. Because I got that message twice too, so I followed my guidance, okay? You need to balance your chakras, some of you. Some of you, your chakras are all out of alignment. And I have a feeling some of you continuously get this message and you're still not following the guidance because you're struggling to work with somebody or to find someone or to actually pay for it or work on that. Okay, vibration is everything. And remember, when you're clearing your own space here, you're freeing up more positive energies coming because stuff gets stagnant, it gets stale. Maybe move things around. Oh, I don't know. Now I'm like, am I supposed to move around my room? Now I have to figure that out. Clear the space literally, your workspace, your files, whatever. Yourself. Balance yourself out. Clear out negative things. Thank you for the confirmation, Holy Spirit. Top of the deck, darkest before dawn, breakdown before breakthrough, major shift is in progress, dissolving barriers and ascending. See, some of you, you're not ascending because these lower vibrational energies, this you maintaining in a negative environment or whatever, you allowing yourself to be negative within yourself is blocking your ascension. Okay? Even when there's darkest before the dawn, even when tower moments happen, you will let it affect you. You can't let it affect you, feminines, but it's a process. It is a process. So for the others of you, well, this is not a struggle for you for the month. This is already confirming you're going to be in a life path, okay? It's a new direction for you. You're going to be living life completely different. Okay? You've been through those breakdowns, those very challenging situations. You've been through the tower moments. Because it's causing a major shift in progress in your life here. Again, because you've You've taken care of your vibration. You're maintaining a positive mindset, an abundant mindset. You're making sure that any negativity around you, you're protecting yourself from it. You're blocking yourself from it. You're not allowing it to get to you. All right? That's a smaller group of you. So let's see what guidance we have for you with the magical mermaids and dolphins. You know what? I'm going to be honest here. I usually save my mermaid decks for June, July, because my mermaid themes are usually for my June and July readings. And I said to my guides, I don't want to use the deck yet. It's not June, it's not July. Free will. I wanted to not use this deck, and they said, no, you use the deck. What guidance do we have for the feminines? You see what I mean? This came out on the weekly. Watch the weekly, feminines, if you haven't already. Say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. Some of you, that negative energy, your heart space, is blocking your manifestations from coming in. Look, here it is again. Consult an expert, one-on-one, a guidance counselor, a spiritual advisor, a teacher, the community. Okay? More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. Whatever this is, someone who's been through it, who has the knowledge, who has learned the lessons. The King and Queen of Swords is there. There's somebody who has both of those energies mastered to a T. They don't get upset when tower moments happen. They don't get bothered, but when the negative things happen in their life, they're able to push that out, transmute it into light, to positive energy. They're continuing to do their purpose. They're continuing to be in a high vibrational state no matter what the hell happens in their life. And shit will happen. It's not like God said shit's never going to happen. But when shit hits the fan, you're still laughing at it. You're still finding the positive light in it. You're still finding the humor when the shit happens. That's true divine feminine energy right there, guys. So a lot of you can, again, it's coming out again. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. King, Queen of Swords, teachers. Those who are knowledgeable, who are brilliant, who are able to find solutions to problems at the drop of a hat. Okay? Consult an expert. Someone who can help you with your morning affirmation. Someone who can help you get into a higher vibrational state, to get you through this. And it's not going to be an easy process, guys, because I know for me, this was not, it took a long time to get here. There was a lot of stuff that I had to do. Okay? It's been years. It takes years to master something. Morning affirmations. This card asks you to begin each day with positive intentions and affirmations. Before rising from your bed, spend a few moments thinking about your desires. Don't worry about how to bring them into physical form. Just allow yourself to imagine that they've already manifested. Then make one or more positive affirmations relating to your desires. When you open your eyes, write down these affirmations. It's a good idea to keep a pad and pen on your nightstand. During the day, look at the affirmations and say them mentally or verbally. Again, watch my weekly because this came out in it. I am presence, guys, is very powerful. Not I want, not that I need, I am. Okay? Positive mindset, positive energies. Not low vibrational shit. It's not going to help you. You'll attract much. So when I was reading this, I was hearing that some of you keep getting tower moments. Some of you keep having bad things happen, negative things happen. Why? Because you guys are still vibrating at a low vibrational energy, which is why you're attracting more of that. And sometimes the devil can come in to throw something at you to get you to lower your vibration if it's already high. Work through not allowing the devil to get the best of you, okay? So some of you, you're still surrounded by negativity. You're still thinking negatively. You're still angry. You're still bitter. Some of you are cursing God out because of X, Y, Z. You're still not happy with something 4 of water. You're not grateful for your experiences. You're not grateful for certain things. You're not being proactive in your healing, on consulting an expert, on getting help with people. And God keeps throwing things at you, monkey wrenches, to get you to wake up. Get the help that you need. Start changing your mindset. Energy is everything, guys. Energy is everything. Consult an expert. You're venturing into an area where other people can assist you by offering you new ideas and information, as well as the benefit of their experience. To attract the right expert to help you affirm, a helpful, knowledgeable, experienced person with integrity is in my life right now, and this individual will help me with XYZ, whatever you need assistance with. This person comes to me easily and naturally without delay. Some of you, this person has already entered your life, but you're kind of resisting working with this person. When this person appears, know that it's divinely orchestrated. Temperance, perfect orchestration. Don't hesitate or feel guilty about asking for help. Instead, take notes and give thanks to the person into heaven. There's something about taking notes about what I say, about what other honest, truthful people with integrity say. Remember, it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. I said this. Many of Earth's most wonderful inventions come from team efforts. By working with informed individuals, you also develop the healthy habit of consulting with your celestial guides more consistently. This is also to help you, working with an expert, a human being, to help you connect more with your higher self, with the higher realms, that energy of the magician. Okay? The others of you, you've already done this. You may be needing to consult an expert. Okay, this is for somebody specific. With what you're manifesting, because you're manifesting a lot of things, maybe you're getting a windfall of money, which is what the Ace of Pentacles, I said, there's magical help, money, resources, people coming in all at once. And you may need to talk to somebody how to handle this sudden wealth. How to handle, okay, now you have the money to move, find a real estate agent or something like that, right? Go work with somebody and where to move to, that type of thing. I don't know. I'm getting that because you've been saying these affirmations. Oh, and here's the thing. Oh, hold on. Because you've been saying these affirmations, you're manifesting these things, and now something big's coming in. You're going to be asking people to help you to purchase the house, or to help you to deal with the huge amount of money that you just received, or to deal with that contract that you're about to sign. Okay? Something like that. I'm also getting, remember, in my weekly, I said, when you want to speed up manifestation, you thank God already for having it. That is unwavering faith right there, and full-on trust with God. You thank Him, even though it's been years that you've been thanking Him for it. Trust me, I was thanking God for years and months and things, and He made it happen every single time. He sees you when you're sleeping. No, He sees you. Oh, the feminine's already thanking me for this manifesting. Let's see. Even when things don't go the feminine's way, is the feminine still going to be grateful? Is the feminine still going to trust that I'm going to do that thing for the feminine? And He'll do it. He's done it for me time and time again. And I know all these other things that I've been asking for a very long time. They will manifest when God says it's the right time to manifest. So we're going to get your wellness tip. what your wellness tip for the month of April is, because this is wellness. This is not just tarot. All right, there's still chakra healing some of you got to do. I already talked about the services that I offer that can help you. My chakra healing, joining my Capella circle with one of the memberships. Again, some of you may need some twin flame counterpart, divine counterpart support on a monthly basis. It's well worth the investment, guys. There's some amazing people who are already part of it. Okay. My members only live readings, right? You get to have like a personal reading in front of me, okay? And you have the support of other people around you. That can benefit a lot of you. A whole bunch of things you can benefit from. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for highest good. I'm getting some people have strong Aquarius energy or strong Taurus energy with regards to stubbornness. Some of you may be thinking with that independent energy, the single energy with the King of Swords and the King and the Queen of Air, Queen of Swords. Some of you are used to doing things on your own, and God keeps bringing somebody to you, whether it's me or somebody else. They keep putting somebody in your face, or you keep hearing from this person or getting guidance from God to work with somebody. But there's this bit of stubbornness because you're so used to going at it alone. You're so used to figuring out on your own. But for some of you, whatever this is that you're not able to figure out, this is God telling you, hey, swallow your pride and get the help that you need. Okay? All right, let's see what your wellness tip is for the month of April. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Okay, that one won't come out. Okay, there's a lot. Try and recreate your favorite takeaway meal. Some of you keep ordering out a lot. Maybe you keep ordering pizza. Maybe make your own pizza. Or get like a gluten-free pizza or something, put in the oven. Or whatever it is you keep getting takeout on. Try to recreate it at home. Spring clean and tidy your home. That's twice. That's twice. Some of you, you're needing to actually tidy things up, organize things, literally clean things. I was just reminded because I did my room yesterday and some other things, consolidate some things. I forgot I need to go around and sage the room. Probably sage the house. But anyway, yeah, that's what I was getting before. What was I going to say? So yeah, and this is also your energies. Clear your mind. Go outside and go for a walk in the rain. Even when it's raining outside, guys, go for a walk. I guess I could have done that, but I had family over and I was going to go on my walk and just leave family behind, but whatever. Clear your head. Go for a walk. Let your mind wander free. Just be out with nature. Light a candle and cuddle up with a good book. Okay? Visit a new restaurant. Oh! I have to think about that one. Where am I going to go? Oh, I think they told me something. Oh! Go do something adventurous. Go do something fun. My member saw this card. Take yourself on a solo date or staycation. That's funny because I gave myself a solo date Friday night. If you're wanting to go on a staycation or something, guys, and you don't have the money for it, ask God for the money. Some of you, you're going to get some money. You're manifesting the money for this. All right? Go on a staycation and go try some new restaurant that you haven't been whatever restaurant is at where you're doing the staycation at. All right. Lastly, we're going to look into what you need to trust God with more. What do the feminines need to trust God with more?
For the month of April.
2023, Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic
Fans, praying Syrians, please and thank you.
Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Hope in the Lord, for with the Lord there is steadfast love,
and with him is plentiful redemption.
This is Psalms chapter 130, verse 7. The back of it says, give thanks to the God of heaven,
for his steadfast love endures forever. See, with that thanks there,
always be grateful, okay? Trust me, guys, even in my situation, there have been things that have happened, and I have to still be grateful because I know it can always be worse. Be joyful in hope,
patient in affliction, faithful in
prayer. Romans 12:12.
If you're seeing 12:12, this is a huge confirmation for you. Romans chapter 12, verse 12.
To pray is to mount on eagle's wings above the clouds and get into the clear heaven
where God dwells. Charles H. Spurgeon.
There's a lot. You guys got a lot of cards for the month. You, Lord, are the light that keeps me safe. You protect me, and I have
no fear. Psalms chapter 27, verse 1.
The ego card, the devil card. Don't fear anything. Fear not.
Do you know how many times that comes out in the Bible? I don't remember. I think it's over 100 times. Fear not is the most widely used
phrase in the Bible. God does not want you to give into fear, period. God is the only one who can make the valley of trouble a door of hope. Catherine Marshall. It's going to God for everything, guys. The Lord is my strength and my defense. He has become my salvation. Exodus, the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 2. Why did I just hear somebody here knows almost all of the major Bible verses?
That's what I just heard.
Someone's very well versed in the Bible. That's impressive. God is our God forever and ever. He will be our guide even to the end. Psalms chapter 48, verse 14. I don't know if that's Psalms. I might be getting that wrong. Bottom of the deck. May you experience the love of Christ. Then you will be made complete with all the fullness of life and power that comes from God. Ephesians chapter 3, verse 19. You are here to love with the love of Christ, Christ consciousness. You will be made complete with all the fullness of life and power that comes from God. This power comes from the love of Christ, and you give that to yourself first and to others. Christ consciousness also involves forgiveness. All right.
There we have it.
Okay. It's a huge wake-up call, feminines. We keep getting this energy. Either you're going to heed the call or you're not. And God's going to continue to try to get you to wake up. And yeah, you have a choice not to.
But God's going to continue to come in to try to get you on the path.
Whether you like it or not. And you also, again, have the ability to choose to get yourself out of situations. Remember, because you choose how you respond to things. You have to learn that you can control certain things, and there are others that you cannot. You control who you date. You control what you eat. You control what environment you are in.
You control how you respond to things as opposed to reacting to
things. You control how you protect
your energies, how you deal with people and
relationships and other things in life. But there are things that are out of your jurisdiction. There's wisdom gained when you understand what you can control and what you can't. And again, we do have a choice, but we don't have a choice with everything. I think this is where the confusion with free will comes in. Okay. Anyway, I really do hope this helped you. Again, I offer personal readings. Join my Capella membership, my Capella circle. If you have a hard time purchasing my readings because of the money issue, there are payment plans for my readings and my tarot packages. Okay, or if you just want to be part of a community, part of a group, get some extra help aside from just me. Daily guidance videos, my meditation videos using solfeggio frequencies and sacred geometry are pretty powerful. My twin flame support group readings, my members only lives. I mean, guys, there's a wealth of information. My daily guidance videos will even help you greatly. If you've been drawn to upgrade your membership, you know you need more help aside from what you're getting at your current tier. Trust in God with this, okay, and upgrade the membership. If you do that, make sure you cancel the one you have now and then upgrade the next one. Make sure you watch what your billing cycle is, okay, when it ends. All right, so if you want to upgrade to the next one, because some of the tiers do offer one-on-one coaching, okay. Some tiers also offer discounts indefinitely on all of my stuff, depending on your tier, okay? You won't just need a coupon code. You have a coupon code that you can use as often as you like, as long as you are a member of that particular tier that has the discount, okay? And some of the tiers have different discounts. So there's the memberships, guys. And if you're thinking about the tarot thing, my group sessions don't always involve tarot. Now, when I do my members only live readings, I do live personal readings there, but I do collective readings. Sometimes I'll use tarot, other times I won't. My support group readings are mainly about discussion, okay? And again, with my healing stuff, I do wellness challenges, okay? That has nothing to do with tarot. I know that some of my members have been telling me the wellness challenges have been really helpful for them, okay? You get to be part of that. Even, I also offer weekly astrology subscriptions, okay, that you can tack on to your memberships, where you get weekly astrology, what's going on for the astrology for the day, how to navigate the energies by your sun, by your rising signs, or by element, all right? It depends on what I'm called to do. The astrology gives you edge, guys. It helps you on top of the tarot, because tarot isn't just everything. So there's that. Even if you're just interested in the astrology, you can subscribe to my weekly astrology subscription. You can have that along with your membership. If you already have a membership, maybe that astrology piece to it is really going to add some more insight and guidance to your journey, okay? Especially with the daily guidance videos. There's a whole bunch of stuff, guys. So if you have any questions about anything, please don't hesitate to ask me. Also, my free mobile app that you can download. There's a link to my free mobile app. You can be a free member and get some stuff from my mobile app, but you can't be part of the Capella circle, the Like Counterpart circle, my exclusive content. If you're interested in the membership, all of the exclusive content, to include the wellness challenges, to include the Capella circle forums, you can connect with other people on that platform. You can message them and kind of ask them specific questions, you know, privately. Meet new friends there. That mobile app will allow you to have access to all of those things. You can book your readings from the app. You get notifications from me. You get some things that I post about what I posted my solo date on Friday night. This is what you do when you're single. To my open forum, because I don't post everything that is private on there. I make sure that people who don't have memberships will get some sort of guidance from what I post, okay? But there are certain things for my members only that I'm only going to post in the private forums. And that mobile app, everything is at the touch of your fingers, right? You can do so much on that free mobile app, all right? So if you have a paid membership, you'll be able to have access to the things that are tied to your tier. Again, if you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to ask me. I am here for you. It may not seem like it, but I cracked the whip, guys. I mean, it's who God made me to be. And with the wisdom that I've gained and the knowledge that I possess, I can't keep it to myself. That would be selfish, right? Now, there are certain things that I cannot say yet, or things that are only for my members, right? Or things that I have to wait to tell my members, but it's all done by divine guidance, okay? So, go to God about it. But if God has been leading you to get that extra help, some of you, you can't avoid it any longer. And some of you, and I'm going to call it as it is, some of you need to swallow your pride. Because some of you you're used to being independent and used to getting things done your way, or you going solo on things. Sometimes it doesn't work all the time that way, guys, for whoever needs to hear that. So I do really hope this helped you. And yeah, it was a long ass reading, but I don't give two shits. Because the ones who don't make it this far, and this is going to be a bold statement, I don't really think that they'll be able to achieve permanent union because they can't be patient. And some don't want to do the work, and that's okay. I'm not for everybody, and that's okay. Before, it was hard for me to deal with that when I started this work. Nowadays, it's like, I put myself out there. I'm here to help, and if people don't want my help, or they're just like, they're not ready for it, they're not ready for the truth, it's fine. I continue to do what I do. I continue to go my merry way, and I'm still happy about it. Because I know I'm doing what God has asked me to do. Doing this work brings me a state of peace. It brings me my Ace of Cups. And I am more than elated to have more people join the memberships, to have more people join my live sessions, Twin Flame support group readings, my live members only readings, whatever, for people to be accessing my exclusive content to help them to be part of the wellness challenges. All right. I love hearing the stories about people telling me how helpful they've been, what I do, and I've seen changes in some of my members, and it's just, it makes me smile from ear to ear. And I'll not lie, like, I just sometimes, I pray to God that these things go out to more people. So if you think that other feminines or other people, again, this have to be female, other men could benefit from this too, right? Share the video. If you haven't liked it, like it already. Subscribe. It's hard to get the cold hard truth out there, guys. I'm not a unicorn reader. Not. I am a unicorn, but I don't read like rainbows, puppies, and why am I hearing Tibetan huts? What are those things called? Those huts that are over the water, like a Bora Bora? I forgot. I don't know why I'm seeing that. Anyway, I'm not all rainbows, puppies, unicorns. Okay, but the truth needs to be said to get you guys in alignment. All right, I had to face some cold hard truths. My divine masculine put some cold hard truths in my face, and I'm so grateful. Before I was ashamed, before I was not happy with it, but I'm so glad he called that stuff out because he was right. And for some of you feminines, if your masculine is telling you some cold hard truth or something, trying to get you to realize something, they're right. Because they're pointing out something about you that they know it's not you. Okay. All right, guys. I love you with the love of Christ. This is where I leave you, feminines. Thank you so much for watching this, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up. I never greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so, so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.